Hi, this is Grampa Jim, and I have a pet peeve. In my experience as a deputy sheriff, and I've trained as a crisis intervention specialist, so I've become aware of watching people for signs of violence. I have seen and I've heard stories of professionals and kind of semi-professionals like security guards dropping the ball as far as realizing that what's needed in a situation they're confronting is not just sending people outside, but actually looking at, listening to carefully, asking questions, and assessing the situation and finding out whether or not this is an assault about to take place. My son was once surrounded by a gang of 15 or 16 young men, and as he tried to stand his ground but not antagonize them and wonder how he can get out of this scary situation, a security guard from the mall they were in just ordered everybody to go outside without looking at and seeing that clearly my son was surrounded. And this was not a case of, 8 guys and 8 guys arguing, but a case of a group surrounding and intimidating an individual. And I know in my own case, I was standing in a fast food restaurant, and a group of 4 young men began to shout at 2 men and a woman who were in line in front of me, having ordered their food and waiting for their food to be handed to them. And the 4 men said, we're going to hurt you, we're going to kick your butt. And the 2 people with the woman, 2 men with the woman, said, I want no trouble, we're sorry we did anything or that troubled you, please leave us alone. And I prepared to mace the 4 guys because they looked like they were going to assault these people. And then a security guard came over, and the security guard just invited everybody out of line and told everybody to go outside. And they went outside, and the 4 men did in fact assault the 2 and beat them, and beat one of them severely, and ended up the security guard was faulted, and I testified against the security guard that in fact he needed to separate those people because that was an assault about to happen. And I was disappointed that with my background in law enforcement that one of the guys from my field would make that mistake. And so I hope that anyone who is seeing some antagonism between either individuals or groups of individuals will look and see whether or not it's an argument, some kind of mutual combat situation that needs to be just stopped, or you call authorities, or whether it's an assault about to happen of somebody who's way outnumbered or nowhere near ready to fight their aggressors, and particularly professionals respond accurately, ask questions, respond accurately, and prevent these an unjust beating. Don't send somebody to get their ass kicked because you called it wrong and just sent them off to go out of sight and fight.